The respiratory system is responsible for bringing oxygen into the body and expelling carbon dioxide. It is composed of various organs and tissues, including the nose, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and diaphragm. The anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system are intricate, with each organ playing a vital role in facilitating breathing and gas exchange. Nose and nasal cavity. The nose and nasal cavity are the entry point for air into the respiratory system. The nose is composed of bone and cartilage and contains two nostrils, separated by the nasal septum. The nasal cavity is a hollow space behind the nose that is lined with mucous membranes and tiny hairs called cilia. The mucous membranes secrete mucus, which traps dust, dirt, and other particles from the air, while the cilia help to move the mucus towards the back of the throat, where it can be swallowed or coughed out. Pharynx and larynx. The pharynx is a tube-like structure that connects the nasal cavity and mouth to the larynx and esophagus. It is divided into three parts: the nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. The larynx is a cartilaginous structure located at the base of the pharynx and serves as a passage for air to enter the trachea and lungs. It also houses the vocal cords, which vibrate to produce sound. Trachea and bronchi. The trachea, or windpipe, is a tube that extends from the larynx to the bronchi. It is composed of C-shaped rings of cartilage that help to keep it open and prevent collapse during breathing. The trachea branches into two main bronchi, one for each lung. The bronchi continue to branch into smaller bronchioles, which eventually lead to clusters of air sacs called alveoli. Lungs and alveoli. The lungs are paired organs that are responsible for gas exchange between the body and the environment. They are composed of bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. The bronchi and bronchioles transport air to the alveoli, which are tiny, thin-walled sacs surrounded by capillaries. Oxygen from the air diffuses into the capillaries and is transported throughout the body, while carbon dioxide from the body diffuses into the alveoli and is expelled during exhalation. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that separates the thoracic and abdominal cavities. It plays a crucial role in breathing by contracting and relaxing to change the volume and pressure within the thoracic cavity. During inhalation, the diaphragm contracts, causing it to flatten and expand the thoracic cavity, which leads to a decrease in pressure in the lungs and an influx of air. During exhalation, the diaphragm relaxes, causing it to move upward, and the volume of the thoracic cavity decreases, which increases the pressure in the lungs and expels air. In conclusion, the anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system are complex and involve the interaction of various organs and tissues. The system is responsible for bringing oxygen into the body and expelling carbon dioxide. Each organ plays a vital role in the process, with the nose and nasal cavity filtering and warming the air, the pharynx and larynx serving as a passage for air into the lungs, the trachea and bronchi transporting air to the alveoli, and the diaphragm aiding in breathing.